if you have made it here to the end, I ain't gonna say nothing, but y'all can read the shirt, okay? Damn, we're sorry for talking your ear off, but I mean, this is how we feel.
Welcome back, everybody, to P Street Fitness YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please like, comment, share, subscribe. It means a lot. Hit that subscribe button. So, welcome back, everybody, to P Street Fitness, where we give you guys the knowledge and information to become the best versions of you possible. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell on the side, whatever it is, or whatever it's called, I don't even know. So today, the topic of today's video.
Alright, yeah, so today's topic of today's video is what we look for in pre-workouts, and specifically the ingredients, dosages, and configurations of the dosages, and all that type of stuff. Yeah, and pretty much we're going to just tell you guys like the main things we look at. We're not going to tell you exactly every single ingredient that you should have in your pre-workout, but these are just like the highlighted things that if you guys are looking for pre-workout, these are like the main things that you probably want to look for at these dosages.
Yeah, and it's like we're not going to break down the pre-workouts and completely on other brands because there is good brands out there. But you guys, there's too many people that are taking pre-workouts and they literally only take the pre-workout just for the caffeine or just for the energy. And
people think that caffeine is like this insane drug that just they need. Like people are convinced that they need it, that they're stim junkies and that they have bad workouts without it. That's just stupid.
And you guys, before we even break down these products or just what we look for when we're looking for a pre-workout, I just want to let you guys know that it's not necessary.
It's not necessary, and what we mean by that is diet alone should be giving you enough energy to not need pre-workout to be like motivated to go to the gym. So
it's like if you
takes a bag.
You guys have to like count on like depend on pre-workout to get pumped for the gym or to like even make it to the gym, then you need to just stop taking pre or just cut back on freaking caffeine.
And not to shamelessly plug, but for the record, if you guys like, you know, you cut down on them stims and need like a nice little pre-workout still, shout out Bloodshot using code NICK10. Yeah, look at that. Caffeine is not the best thing in the world. You don't need it as much as you think you do. Now, sure, there are days where maybe you woke up really early in the morning, or you know, you just don't have a lot of food in you, and yeah, that's when stim pre-workout is going to be, you know, I guess necessary in a way, but otherwise that shouldn't be something that you need. Like,
first off, just because I'm affiliated with HOSSTILE supplements, you guys, and just because we're affiliated with any brand, doesn't have to be a certain one, doesn't mean we're just trying to make a sale when we're trying to say, use this product, it's good, okay? We literally, why would we put our name behind a brand if we didn't believe in it? Like,
or
HOSSTILE,
also, like,
I've been using it before quarantine. Like, literally, Fuad Abiyad launched his supplement company in March. I bought a tub of HOSSTILE supplements, okay, or a tub of bloodshot, and I was working out in the storage unit. Basic ass equipment, and I took one scoop because there was a typo on the label that said serving size 1 scoop, 32 grams, and it was supposed to say serving size 2 rounded scoops, 32 grams. And even with 1 scoop, and I had no idea that I was taking half a dose, I was like, holy shit. This is like the best pump pre I've ever tried. I was like so hyped, and then Fuad came out that there was a typo. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta try 2 scoops. Then I tried 2 scoops, and I felt like my arms were gonna explode.
Just mind-blowing pops.
I'm gonna break down Bloodshot right now. Bloodshot is just a pump-inducing pre-workout. In Bloodshot, there is pump formula, there's an endurance formula, and there's a focus formula. Yes, there's no caffeine, and you can there's still a focus ingredient. I'm just gonna name off the pump ingredients, the endurance ingredients, and then the focus ingredients. Might I add that all the dosages in HOSSTILE supplements and supplements that we have are either at clinical dosage or above clinical dosage. There's nothing below clinical dosage, and clinical dosage just means that the dosages that they have found useful and effective in clinical studies, like with humans, they use that dosage, nothing below it, or they use a greater dosage than that. L-citrulline, 6 grams. Atty cover citrulline. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, so when it comes to citrulline in a lot of products, one thing that people do know is if you're someone in a gym bro, you hear about citrulline and you're like,
the pump.
Yeah, the pump. So give me as much citrulline as possible. You see all these cool looking pre-workouts and it says 10 grams of citrulline malate. Now that right there, you have to stop. Citrulline malate, first off, is half of the dose. So while people think that they're getting 10 grams of it, the whole time they're only getting 5 grams. L-citrulline is pure citrulline. So 6 grams of all citrulline, which is going to already help with the pump alone.
There's 2 grams of NO3T. NO3T is a great product.
There is creatine in here, 3 grams. Just there's so many things that creatine help with. It's just a plus to begin with. One thing that we like to also talk about that's really important in pre-workouts that not all pre-workouts have, and that's a hydration complex. Sodium, potassium, things in there that keep you hydrated, keep your muscles hydrated. A lot of people think that chugging a shit ton of water during your workouts is how you stay hydrated. That's actually how you dilute your electrolytes. A lot of companies will say, all right, bet, we got caffeine, we got pump, we got whatever, everything you need, right? But then what it actually ends up happening is they have proprietary blends, and it'll say that they have this in there. People say, all right, well, that's in there, that's good, right? But they're not being transparent, and the whole time they only have a couple milligrams or maybe not even close to the clinical dosing. So, I mean, yes, it's in there, but you're not really getting the full thing. So that's another reason why we like these brands that we tend to always push and like not sell to you guys, but promote, I guess.
Glycericize, which is glycerol powder, which really volumizes the muscle cell. That's at 3 grams. It's a huge dose. NO3T, agmatine sulfate, 1.5 grams. Okay, so then going on to the strength and endurance category of the formulation in this pre-workout. Betaine anhydrous, however you say that, at 4 grams. I've never seen a pre-workout with above 2.5 or 3 grams of betaine anhydrous. Creatine monohydrate, 3 grams.
You do not need to load yourself with creatine.
No, you don't. Mushroom complex, the shroom complex. There's
Shout out to Kaiser.
complex, which is Pico 2. That is 2 grams. So this is about your endurance. Your body just wants to keep going without any stimulants. And for the focus ingredients, you guys, we got L-tyrosine at 1 gram. That's a pretty big dose too. Huperzine A at 10 milligrams. In a pump pre-workout, that's something to look for. Focus formulations. 2 rounded scoops is 32 grams. You add up all these ingredients, it will add up to 32 grams, okay? There's no fillers, there's no carbs, there's no BCAAs. If there's BCAAs and no EAAs in your pre-workout, throw that shit out, okay?
Yeah,
you're wasting your money. And you guys, like, this is a half a serving. That's a 16-gram scoop. If you took half a serving of bloodshot to stretch it to a 40-serving tub, then you're still getting more than the average competitor scoop size out there of the dosage.
This NUTRIBIO scoop is. This is a 40. Hold on, let me see. This is a 43-gram scoop. This is damn near the same size of like people's protein powders.
Yeah, bloodshot, literally the best pump pre-workout I see out there. Stop using some crappy stuff like Big Noise when it's a 12-gram scoop, or like C4 bull crap like that.
So, yeah, this is the pre-extreme from NUTRIBIO. Now, the first thing I want to get out of the way, the reason we are using these or comparing these specific products is because, in our opinion, at this point so far, these are probably the most loaded pre-workouts out there. Now, we're not saying that they necessarily taste the absolute best or anything like that, but in terms of ingredient dosages and performance in the gym, these have by far been the absolute best. So
Stop picking your pre-workout for the flavor, okay? These all taste amazing, and we've had better flavors out there, but you guys, there's people that, like, we know people like this. Jason George! Oh, sorry.
I actually thought you were really coughing.
We know people that literally buy pre-workout because it says, slushy, bombsicle, blueberry.
Also, hey,
and it's got a fucking 6 to 10 gram scoop. Get out of here.
It's because it's your favorite bodybuilder's pre-workout, and then you say, well, look how big he is, and look how big you are. Like, why would we take like what you guys are taking? And it's like, now you're just being stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just not looking at the label at that point. Like I was saying before, this is a 43-gram scoop, and that makes sense because if you guys look at this label, as you can see with this massive list of ingredients, if this scoop size was anything smaller than like 35 grams, it would be really, really sus.
Yeah.
So I'll just go over the main things in here. Now, very similarly to bloodshot, there's categories in this. So the thing that I really thought was interesting in this pre-workout, which made me kind of want to try it out, was that it has a glycogen preload system, 15 grams of clustered dextrin, which is fast digesting carb. I thought it was going to be really interesting, and I've really liked that so far. But once again, this is not necessary because I should be getting enough carbs in my diet for my glycogen to be good. The power, strength, and endurance complex, creatine in here, and then beta-alanine, 3.2 gram malic acid. That should be able to help you absorb more, and I believe that has some more endurance benefits. Now, here we go again. L-citrulline, no citrulline malate, 6 grams, just like bloodshot. And then getting onto the focus and stim matrix. So there is a lot of caffeine in this one. 350 milligrams of caffeine, himbine HCl, only 4 milligrams of that, not too much. You don't want too much of that. L-theanine, hupersine A, as Nick Justice was explaining before, is also in here, so you like that. And one of my favorite things about this is the electrolyte and hydration complex or whatever. 2 grams of taurine, which once again is a very high dose in pre-workouts, and it has sodium phosphate and calcium, potassium, and a whole bunch of that in there. Magnesium, which is also for muscle contractions, and it's just an electrolyte in general. So this is a very loaded scoop, guys. This is by far, these 2 products are by far the like most like high quality. You're getting everything you need in a pre-workout. If you have the benefit of being able to afford it in terms of performance in the gym, you're getting what you're paid for.
All right, guys, moving on to or at least my favorite stimulant pre-workout at the moment, which is Hostility. Right here. With Hostility, it's a smaller scoop size than Bloodshot and then Pre-Extreme. It's a 27 gram scoop size, but it's big. It's a pretty big scoop. And we got, again, L-citrulline, 6 grams, not citrulline malate. Creatine, betaine, NO3T, taurine, the mushroom complex, L-tyrosine, alpha-GPC, which is an insane focus complex, you guys. This zones you in, alpha-GPC. Teacrine, caffeine anhydrous, 200 milligrams, dicaffeine malate, which is 135 grams. Just like Bloodshot, you guys, and just like Pre-Extreme, this has categories in it. This has pump categories, a pump formulation. It has an energy formulation, focus and endurance formulations in it as well.
And it's all fully transparent.
Yes.
It's all labeled, everything on there. Once again, no proprietary blend.
No, if your pre-workout or any supplement has a proprietary blend, throw it out, get something new. People, when they're looking for a pre-workout that is a stimulant based, okay, they're looking for the energy. All they look for is caffeine. Okay, they go to their local GNC or their local supplement store. They're looking online. They say, "Oh, boom, 200 milligrams caffeine, 300 milligrams caffeine. Perfect. I'm getting this one." That's all they look for. But they don't really know that there could be another potential 100 to 300 milligrams of other stimulants. Literally, like how I said, this has caffeine anhydrous and dicaffeine malate. So this comes out to, so there's 300 milligrams of caffeine in this product, you guys. And then people are always stimming themselves out, doing more harm than good when it comes to stimulants.
Fun fact, with stims, if you have too many stims, they're going to constrict your blood flow too much to the point where you're not going to be able to get a pump.
In high school, before a football game, I took this crazy-ass pre-workout. So stimmed out of my mind, super focused. And then after, and when I kept taking it after, before my workouts, my junk stopped working. From the pre-workout, because it had the DMAA in it or whatever, like that banned substance, it decreases blood flow so much that literally it will decrease blood flow to your junk. Until all of those stimulants have gone through your system, your Johnson won't work properly. You guys stop looking for just the caffeine and pre-workouts and stop looking for just what it has to offer for a pump. There's so much more to it than that. Just like both of these supplements, both these companies, you add up everything in the ingredients list and it comes out to the exact size of the serving. There's too many people out there that are just buying junk pre-workouts.
They just look cool.
But believe me, we've done the same thing. It used to be the Redcon. Redcon's a great company. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to put our name behind that because we know that there's better things out there. That is why we have teamed up with the companies we have, because we want the best possible for you guys and for ourselves.
And why would we promote products like, because let's say if people are like, oh, you're in it for the free products, right? Let's say that these companies send us free products. If lifting and everything is so important to us, why would we want a bunch of really shitty products? We want the best stuff. Like, we're selfish. We want the best stuff. And we think that these are the best companies to be working with. That's about it, guys. If you have made it here to the end, damn, we're sorry for talking your ear off, but I mean, this is how we feel. And there's so many times where we feel like people think that we're just trying to promote stuff to get money. But
you guys, we don't make any money from Hostile.
We're just promoting stuff that we really like. We've taken the time to research why it's good. And of course, like we said, we want the best product. So if you guys want us to review anything fitness related, hit us with a DM. Give us your ideas. Comment on our Instagram at _fitness, right?
Yeah, P-Street.
Underscore fitness.
Boom.
Yeah, put them up all right here because we are better at editing now.
Yeah. Slight flex. If you want any of these products, I'm going to leave the links in the description below, so go check it out. If anything on Hostile SUPPS. Y'all know what's up. Code Nick10. NUTRIBIO. Give us a code.
Yeah, we got no codes for them.
But if you guys want NUTRIBIO, you guys are in the southern Wisconsin area.
God, you said this.
In the Whitewater area.
Yeah, you guys need to come down to Jefferson, Wisconsin, the Metroflex down there. It's a hardcore training facility. Crazy lighting. There's been some pretty cool people that have gone through there, some IPB pros, people who like to compete, some really strong people. Amazing community, super cool environment, and the NUTRIBIO products there are pretty crazy. The protein selection there is just pretty extreme. They got creatine, intra-workouts there. So if you guys want to check any of those NUTRIBIO products out, you guys can go check them out there. Support our local gym there. Get us some new equipment, please. Please.
Quit buying shit supplements.
I ain't gonna say nothing, but y'all can read the shirt, okay? Alright?